let's go ahead and get started. Again, my name is Rachel. This is Come Back Yoga, gentle yoga and meditation. If you happen to have a beach towel, please grab a beach towel and make your way to your mat. So I'm going to have my beach towel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it all the way out. And fold it in half, the long ways. And then I'm going to fold it in half again. For me, this is perfect, but fold it however you want. I'm going to then roll it. So here's that flared edge. I'm just going to roll it towards me. So that flare edge is tucked in. So those loose edges don't end up coming loose. From here, laying it down on my mat. Again, only as an option. You're welcome to stay seated or laying down at this time. Again, I am in my own home, so you may hear my dog. You can maybe see a little bit of my dog. You might hear some cats, children, neighbors as they're starting to wake up. I'm going to go ahead and make my way down. Use your hands and allow yourself to lay down. So the towel is perpendicular. That means opposite of my spine. I'm taking it basically right behind, or right below my scapulas, those bones on the back, on your back, on the top of the shoulders. Taking my arms out wide. And again, you're welcome to stay seated. Legs however you'd like, whether they're extended long, whether the knees are bent, soles of the feet on the mat, or if you prefer to take a butterfly position. Knees out and soles of the feet together. Connecting with your breath. Here's one of my dogs coming into picture. If it feels safe, you're welcome to close the eyes. And allowing yourself to breathe. So many times in times of stress, we hold our breath. Our breath might become a little jagged. Allow yourself to breathe as fully and completely as you can. Seeing if we can send some intention to that breath by extending both that inhale and the exhale. And remembering, if this creates anxiety in any way, please return to your natural breathing. Stay here for one more breath. And then begin to bring awareness to where the breath flows in the body. Whether it's more in the front or the back, either side, or maybe towards the belly or more towards the chest. Again, we're just observing. Stay here for one more breath. And then as you feel led, let's roll to our side. Remove any props that we had. If we are using them, place them off to the side. And allow yourself a moment on your side in fetal position. When you're ready, using your hands to press down to help yourself up, we'll find a comfortable seated position of your choice. Finding our sitting bones, spine nice and long, shoulders drawing away from the ears. You get to see one of my cats this morning and might hear one. Notice how this transition from laying down to coming up feels. Placing our hands on our knees or shins. On your exhale, let's round the spine, tucking the chin. Inhale, pull the heart forward, lift the gaze skyward. Exhale, round the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, pull the heart forward, lift the gaze skyward. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, round the spine, chin towards the chest. Inhale, pull the heart forward, lift the gaze skyward. Return to a neutral spine, relax through the spine, relax through the body. I'm going to take my legs nice and long, extending them out in front of me, one at a time. Point and flex the feet, roll the ankles, flare the toes. Do whatever your body needs to feel good and settle in. Bring awareness to the toes. We're going to flex them, draw them towards your body. Hands by the hips. Inhale to reach up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Allow yourself to breathe. As you're here, notice where the sensation occurs in the body. Stay here for one more breath. On your next inhale, help yourself come upright. Take your legs nice and wide as feels comfortable to you. Again, finding those sitting bones so you're able to ground down. Hands can be wherever you'd like. Point and flex the feet, roll the ankles. Then allow your feet to just be. We're not going to send any intention there. We're just allowing our spine to wake up. Allow the hands to come forward to support you. And let's rock side to side. Whether it's big or small, it doesn't matter. Notice how this feels. Notice where the sensation's occurring. Are you remembering to breathe? Find your stillness when you're ready and help yourself come upright. Notice how the spine feels as it begins to lengthen, butterflying the knees. Soles of the feet come together, hands wherever you'd like. Allow yourself to hinge forward so you feel that sensation in your low back. We don't want pain, we're just looking for a little bit of sensation. Bring awareness to your neck, and then let's tuck the chin and let the head be heavy. Notice how this feels on the back of the neck. One more breath here. On your next exhale, let's bring right ear to right shoulder. Stay here to breathe. One more breath. Release the chin to the chest, and then let's bring left ear to left shoulder. Continue to breathe. And then let's return chin to the chest. Help yourself come upright. Lengthen the spine. Extend the legs out again. Give your legs a little break. Let's take that left hand out to the side. Notice how this feels as we begin to lean over. Maybe we're going to stay right here. I want you to bring awareness to this opposite side, this right side, as it's stretching. We may want to stay here, or maybe that right hand's going to reach up to be on the hip, to the shoulder, or overhead. Stay here with your breath, leaning into sensation and just breathing. One more breath here. On your next inhale, help yourself come upright. Notice how it feels, similar or different on each side. And then let's allow that right hand to come out to the side. Again, we can stay just like this, noticing how this feels along that left side body. If you'd like, you can take that left hand to the hip. You can bring it to the shoulder, or you can reach it overhead. Again, we're only doing what feels good in our body. Breathing into sensation. Just observing. One more breath. And then help yourself come upright. We're going to make our way to stand, taking your time. There's no right or wrong way to come to stand. Making your way to the top of the mat. Take your feet a nice comfortable hips distance apart. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. We're going to take our hands to the low back, fingertips pointed down, or however is comfortable for you. Inhale, pull the heart forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale to release. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, pull the heart forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale to release. One more time. Inhale, pull the heart forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale to release. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Take the hands out in front of you, palms facing each other. Bring the palms towards each other. Whether they touch or not is completely up to you. And then let's bend the elbows, bringing those thumbs towards us. If it feels okay, draw the forearms and elbows close together and lift the elbows up. Notice how this feels on your arms and on your upper back. Allow yourself to breathe. Close the eyes if you need to remove any external distraction, but be mindful of your balance. One more breath here. Let's release those arms. Hands come by our hips. I'm going to roll the shoulders up, back, and down and begin to create larger rolls of the shoulders. Soften the knees. We're not locking out the knees. If you need to find a chair to sit on, that's fine too. As we're rolling the shoulders, see if we can draw bigger circles with the arms. Now they might be really small or they might be really big. It's almost like we're doing a backstroke when we swim. When you're ready, we're going to go the opposite direction, finding that range of motion. Reaching forward. Now it's turned into that butterfly stroke while we swim. Go as slow or as fast as you need. Again, this is your practice. Notice if your shoulders are starting to get a little bit warm. And then return your arms back by your side. Notice how they feel, the whole shoulder. Let's take those hands behind us, interlace them if it feels okay. If that doesn't feel it as an option, you can take your hands with the elbows bent. You can also take the wrists or the forearms, whatever feels good in your body. If you have your hands intertwined, however they are, notice how this feels on the front of the shoulder. We're going to lift the gaze up towards the sky, opening through the front of the throat. Allow yourself to breathe here. One more breath. And then let's release. If you're wondering what my dog is doing, there's a window right behind me that's open that she is breathing the fresh air and enjoying the breeze. Hands by the sides. Inhale to reach up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Head towards the mat, hands heavy towards the mat. Again, remember we have the option to keep our hands on the shin. Noticing how you feel, bend the knees as much as you need. Breathing for a few breaths here. Remember not locking out the knees. Bringing awareness to the sensation through the hip. Maybe it goes all the way down to the heel. One more breath here. And then let's bend the knees as much as we need to bring the hands down. We're going to heel toe the feet out. So the toes are out, heels are in, and lower down into a low squat. So our hips are low. If this feels to be really burdensome, you can always have your hands on your thighs, resting, or you can even find a chair to support you. I like to bring my hands to the heart and then press my elbows into my inner thighs, but this is your practice. Stay here for one more breath. And then let's release the hands. The hands down on the ground support you. Allow yourself to sway side to side. Notice how this feels on the hip joint, on the hips, the whole hip, the front of the hip flexors, the back, the side. Maybe you feel something somewhere else. Maybe you feel your inner thighs, your back. Maybe you're up higher and you're feeling a lot of warmth from your quads. Let's find our stillness. Hands to the thighs and help yourself upright. Rolling shoulders up, back, and down. Let's step the left foot back. Bend in that forward knee. The back toes go slightly out. So we're coming into a warrior one position. So up to you if you'd like to stay upright. Up to you if you'd like to come down on your knee. We'll reach those hands up towards the sky. Stay here to breathe. I'm going to count it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Return the hands to wherever feels comfortable. Step that back foot forward. We're going to go to the other side. Right foot steps back. Bend in the forward knee. Back toes slightly to the long edge of the mat. We'll reach those hands skyward, or that option to lower the back knee and reach the hands skyward. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Allow yourself to come to the top of the mat, step forward, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale to reach up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lower, plant the hands, step back to your shins, tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Toes tucked or not, your choice. Exhale to round the spine, tail and head descend. Inhale to release the belly, tail and head to the sky. 2 more times. Exhale, round, tail and head descend. Inhale to release the belly, tail and head to the sky. 1 more time. Exhale, round the spine, tail and head towards the mat. Inhale to release the belly, tail and head to the sky. Return to a neutral spine. I'm going to have to walk myself back. If you have plenty of space and you're at home, you're welcome to stay as you are. But for me to stay on my mat, I'll come into the center of my mat. My hips are going to stay over my knees, and I'm going to walk my hands forward, coming into puppy pose, bringing my heart down towards the mat. Now, some of you may bring the forehead down. Now, and some of you may bring the chin down. Wherever you are, breathing, noticing where the sensation is. One more breath here. On your next inhale, we're going to roll forward and come onto our belly. Your forearms are making that number 11, so they're parallel to each other. Peek at your back feet. The tops of the feet are down. Inhale, pull the heart forward, draw the shoulders back, Sphinx pose. Exhale to release. 2 more times. Inhale, pull the heart forward, draw the shoulders back. Exhale to release. Feel that opening in the mid-back. Inhale, pull the heart forward, draw the shoulders back. Exhale to release. Allow yourself to come all the way down. Stack the hands and forehead can come to the backs of the hands, or turn your cheek to the mat. Allow yourself to breathe in stillness, or begin to move those hips side to side, releasing any tension in the low back. Find one more breath here, and then find stillness. Hands coming under the shoulders, elbows towards the sky. Keep your feet down. Inhale, let the heart shine. We're going to lift the heart, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, lower, cobra pose. Inhale, let the heart shine, draw the shoulders back. Feel the back work. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift up, cobra pose, however high you need. Exhale to lower. Allow yourself to stack those hands or turn the cheek to the mat, your choice. We'll bring out the left leg out to the side. If you need to help yourself up, to just notice how this is. I'm seeing if I can bring awareness to the inner leg, the inner thigh. I'm keeping my knee in line with my hip, staying like this, or extending the leg long. Noticing how this feels, not forcing anything, just breathing. One more breath here. And then let's return that leg in. Take your time. If you have a sticky mat, your leg might get caught. That's okay. Keeping your forehead down to the mat or turning the cheek the opposite direction. We'll do the same on the other side. Right knee out, whether the knee is bent or the leg extended. We're wanting to bring awareness to the inside of the right thigh. One more breath here. And then let's bring the right leg in. Let's roll to your side. Coming in for a little bit of a quad stretch. That bottom arm can be extended long, or you can support your head. Do whatever feels good in the body. I'm going to begin to extend my legs nice and long so everything is stacked. And then bending that top knee, top arm will take the foot or ankle and bring the heel towards the glute. Staying with your breath. One more breath. Let's release the foot. Allow the legs to stack. I'm going to take my top hand to support me in front. My bottom hand is going to support my head just because that feels more comfortable to me. But again, do what feels good in your body. Taking that top leg forward. Notice how this feels. Bring it forward as far as it's comfortable. Notice if you feel anything on the hip and on the leg. If you don't, that's okay. If you need to release that knee down, that's okay. Bend the knee. Listen to your body. Stay here for one more breath, noticing and observing. And then let's release the legs or stay exactly as you are. I'm going to lower my head back down and bring awareness to that top arm again. If it feels okay, we're going to take that top arm and reach it over the head. Now, how that looks is completely up to you. If you're able to find a restorative component, letting it rest, let it rest. If you have a water bottle or something like that, or pillow cushion, you can rest your hand on that as well. What I'm doing is just bending my top arm and allowing my hand to come down to the mat. Not everyone's shoulders will appreciate that. So, again, listening to your body, we can also just hold our shoulder as well. Stay here with your breath. One more breath. And then let's release onto our bellies. We're going to set up for locust pose. Hands can be by the hips. They can be out from the side. They can be cactus. They can be straight overhead or even interlaced behind the back. I'm going to choose to keep my hands by the hips. On the next inhale, lift up the hands, lift up the heels. Let your heart shine forward. Exhale to lower down. Two more times with your breath. Inhale, locust pose. Lift up. Feel the strength of the back body. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, lift up, locust pose. Exhale, back down. Hands under shoulders, draw back, child's pose. So knees can be together or apart. Toes may come together as the hips draw back towards the heels. The body begins to release down towards the mat. The hands could be forward or back. Allow yourself to breathe here. Deep, steady, intentional breaths. On your next inhale, we'll help ourselves come upright and then make our way onto our belly again. I'm going to be changing sides just so my back is not to you. And making your way to the other side. Again, that bottom arm, however you like, whether it's a pillow or extended. The legs are stacked. The top arm can be used for support at the beginning. When you're ready, bend that top knee. Top hand takes that foot, hopefully bringing awareness to the front of the top thigh. Maybe we feel this also in the front of our top shoulder. One more breath. And then let's release. When you're ready, allowing that top leg to move forward, whether fully extended or the knee bent. Notice how this feels. Support yourself however you need, and just breathe. One more breath. And then let's return this top leg back on top of the bottom, or stay as you are. We're going to bring attention to that shoulder, top shoulder again. When you're ready, top arm's going to reach to the shoulder or all the way overhead or somewhere in between. Again, I'm bending my top elbow and allowing the fingertips to rest on the ground. Literally, my fingertips are just barely able to support down behind my head. Do what feels good to you. Staying with your breath. One more breath. And then let's return that hand back down. We're going to come onto our backs. You might have to wiggle. I know that if I'm on my side, I've got to wiggle back to get on my mat or my towel, whatever I'm on. Keeping the knees bent, soles of the feet to the mat, hands wherever you'd like. Just windshield wiper those knees side to side as fast or as slow as you need. Give yourself permission to do what feels good in your body. Find stillness. I'm going to take my hands by the hips and then walk my feet in. Bringing that right knee into the chest. Cross over for figure four stretch. And here, I'm going to ask that you keep your legs just like this and then take your arms out like a T from your shoulders. Palms up or palms down, your choice. Draw that right hip and right knee away from you and allow yourself to rock side to side. Might be a small movement, it might be a big movement. Breathe into sensation. and then find stillness. At this point, if you'd like to add on, you're welcome. Staying like this with your legs, arms as however feels comfortable. Or some of you may want to take a bind, take a little clasp behind the thigh, behind the left thigh, or even on that left shin. Well, some may prefer to extend the leg. Doing what feels best for you, feeling that steadiness, that anchoring of the breath. When you're ready, let's release that left foot down. If you've taken it up, release the bind. Keep your legs just like this. And then allow the leg formation to move over to the left. Maybe that right sole of the foot comes down to the mat. Mine doesn't, but maybe it does. If this feels really uncomfortable, guess what? Just uncross the legs and allow them to stack. Stay here with your breath. One more breath. And then let's release, stacking the knees, bringing the knees back to center. Left knee into the chest, cross over for figure four stretch. Staying here as we press that left knee, left hip away. Allow the knees to gently sway side to side. Notice how it feels on the low back. Again, as we're at home or I'm at home, you may hear things such as my cat meowing. He seems to be vocal about this time of day. Steady breathing, and then find your stillness. Again, stay exactly as you are, or for those of you that like to take that bind behind the thigh or on the shin or extend that right leg, you're welcome to do that now. Noticing if we're still breathing, we're not judging, we're just observing. One more breath here. For those of you that took that right foot up or took a bind, let's bring that down. When you're ready, this leg formation will make its way over to the right. Again, you have permission to stack the legs. Allow yourself to undo the legs. Help yourself bring the knees back towards the sky. Take your feet as wide as the mat, and then let's windshield wiper the knees side to side again. Taking those arms up and over. Take that half body stretch. Roll the wrists, wiggle the fingers, and then find stillness with the knees. Keep the arms up overhead. And if you have something that you like to do with your knees, I'm going to buckle them in, allow the knees to rest on each other with the feet wide. You're welcome to do that or extend them or even take that butterfly. I'm going to reach as far as I can, maybe creating a little arch in my spine. And then let's release. Taking those arms straight up at the sky. Allow the hands to wiggle up towards the sky one at a time to remove any flesh from behind your shoulders. As the palms are facing each other, turn the palms to face down towards you. Notice this nice stretch from the back of the hand across the top of the wrist and down the forearm. You may feel it just in certain areas, or it might even go further down. Allow yourself to breathe. One more breath. And then soften that intention through the hands. Let's take that right arm across the chest. Now, and maybe it's just going to hang out here, or maybe that left hand's going to help it and help support, however feels good to you. Allow yourself to breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left arm goes across the chest. Again, it can just hang out here, or maybe that right hand will support it, however feels good to you. Allowing yourself to breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's release that arm. Arms come out to the sides. Allow yourself to extend the legs if you haven't already done so. This time, let's take a full body stretch. Reach from your fingers to your toes. Notice how this feels. And then let's release and relax. Notice how this posture feels completely relaxed. And then I want you to bring as much intention. Scrunch up your face, scrunch up your hands, your feet, flex through your whole body. Keep on breathing. And then on your exhale, release that contraction. Feel that relaxed state. Reach, take a nice full body stretch. And then relax and release, soften. When you're ready, we're going to find that contraction through the whole body. Even scrunch up your face. Keep on breathing. And then let's release. Let's take that full body stretch again. Keep on breathing. Release, relax. Find all those contractions, scrunch everything up. Feel that tension. And then when you're ready, let's relax and release. One more full body stretch and then we'll be done with that. And then bring those hands back by the hips, however feels good. Bending the knees, soles of the feet to the mat. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. And then let's invite those knees into the chest. Rocking side to side. Release the feet. At this time, you're welcome to find a comfortable position of your choice. Be doing a little bit of breathing. I'm choosing to extend fully. If you have any back issues, remember that towel we had before? You can take that towel and place it under your knees to keep a slight bend to the knees. Again, your practice, your choice. Some of you may prefer to be seated. Allow yourself to settle in. And once again, connect to your breath. Noticing where the breath goes. Let's bring those hands to the low belly. Notice if the breath is able to move the hands on the low belly, and if it isn't, that's okay. Continue to experiment with the breath to see if we can pull the breath so it's that full breath all the way down towards the belly. Doesn't matter how fast or slow you're going. Notice if we're able to bring that breath into the side ribs as well. If that's hard, it's okay. Don't worry about it. But keep breathing. As you're breathing, notice if this is a full torso movement, maybe even a full body movement. Maybe you're able to feel that breath actually shift your entire body. Everyone's breathing habits are different. Maybe you're just feeling it more in your chest. Again, this is really about observation. Stay here for a few more breaths, seeing if we can feel into that breath into the belly, into the side ribs. And again, if we're not able to at this time, that's okay. One more breath, filling fully and releasing fully. Release your hands however you'd like. We're going to come into a little bit of visualization. First, listen, and then we'll do. When you inhale, you're going to imagine inhaling through the nose, or sorry, through the heels, through the soles of your feet, having that air come up through the legs, all the way through the torso, up to the head. Then exhale from the head, through the torso, and out through the legs and through the feet. So it could be really fast if we're breathing a little faster, or it could be really slow. So when you're ready, close eyes if it feels safe. Imagine inhaling through your feet, letting that breath travel up your legs, through the torso, through the head. Exhale from the head, through the torso, out the legs, out the feet. Follow your breath, feeling the breath go through the body, and then exhale out through the body. Again, our breath may not sync, that's okay. Flowing with your breath. One more breath. And then returning to your natural breathing. Now, everyone's going to be different. I'm going to change my leg position. I'm scooting my blanket in, but I'm going to butterfly my knees so the soles of the feet are together and then my knees are out. Again, this is your choice, your practice. I'm going to do another visualization. First, listen before we do. As we inhale, imagine we're inhaling from the ground, from the back body, up through the front of the body, and then releasing back down. So imagine inhaling from the ground, through the back body, through the front body, and then exhaling from the front body to the back body. Hands wherever you like. Imagine inhaling through the back body, feeling that fill up towards the front body. Exhale, releasing from the front body, releasing back into the back body. It might be hard to imagine. Do as best as you're able, and if it doesn't feel right, don't do it. One more breath, however it feels good to you. And then return to your natural breathing. If you're seated, you're welcome to stay seated, but if you're on your back, I'm going to move that prop out to the side, bending my knees, soles of the feet to the mat. I'm going to bring those knees into the chest one at a time and allow my hands to hold on, giving yourself a little hug, rocking side to side or forward and back. I'm going to take one hand to each knee, allow my feet to be in line with each other and not crossed. Taking the knees out away from each other, I'm going to draw circles with my knees, then draw them back together. Again, as slow or as fast as you need. And then we're going to go the opposite direction. And then find your stillness. Releasing the feet down to the mat. Right knee into the chest. Take hold of that right knee. Extend the left leg long. Right knee towards the left. Hands wherever feels good. I'm going to do a little countdown to stay here and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On your next inhale, come back to center. We'll go the opposite direction. Give yourself a moment to pause here. Interlace the fingers over that left knee. Extend the right leg long. Left knee towards the right. Arms and gaze wherever feels good. I'll do that countdown again for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On your next inhale, come back up center. Bring the knees into the chest and allow the feet to go to the sky. Roll the ankles, point and flex the feet. Let the toes spread, wiggle the toes, do whatever feels good. And then take the legs nice and wide. Stay like this or bring the legs together and allow them to open and close. And then let's find your stillness. Taking the feet down, allow yourself to begin to find your final resting position, however that is, whether it's on your back or seated. Once again, connecting to the breath, maybe adding that visualization of pulling the breath through the feet, up through the body, and then reversing from the head and out your feet. Maybe doing that full breath where we're able to feel the breath into the belly, or maybe even that breath from the back body to the front body. But allowing yourself to breathe and to do what feels good in your body this morning. Knowing that if the mind wanders, that's okay. Seeing if we can stay in this present moment, stay with these present sensations, stay with these present thoughts. As you feel led, beginning to find those smaller, big movements to the body, however they look, whether it's wiggling the fingers and toes, gently moving the head, taking that full body stretch. Do what feels good in your body. When you're ready, finding your stillness, then using your hands to help press you up to a comfortable position of your choice. We'll bring the hands by our sides. Inhale to reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Thank you so much for sharing your morning and your practice wherever you are in the world. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Whatever time, whatever day it is, my name is Rachel, and this is Courtesy of Comeback Yoga, based out of Denver, Colorado. Again, my lighting is what it is, as it is now 5 a.m. here in Hawaii. I hope you had a great practice. For those of you here on the island, we are expecting some bigger weather coming through, with the remnants of, I believe it was Tropical Storm Linda. But have an amazing day. Stay dry and safe as there's flash floods across the islands. And I hope you remember to breathe and feel good in your body. Hopefully, see you next week. Bye.